Hi everyone. I need your help. This is a video for help. This is a video for support. This is a video for me to hopefully get a little bit of clarification from you guys, people I call friends, back at home, in fact around the world. I've got a dream and I'm facing a few fears as I try and become more visible with this dream. My dream is basically to get people to begin to experience life. And when I mean experience, I mean put yourself out there, full frontal, full beam, full power, and take even the rough with the smooth, and not necessarily enjoy it all, but experience it all and take on the power that experience gives you. Every time I go out into the world these days, like I do a lot of travelling. I've done a lot of travelling extensively throughout all of my 20s and 30s. And I'm currently living in Thailand, for those of you that don't know and just kind of see me still as a UK-bound resident. I want other people to be doing the same kind of things that I've been doing over the last sort of 15 odd years now to begin to really embrace life fully, because what I'm seeing is a lot of people who are holding themselves back, a lot of people who are stuck in ruts, a lot of people who are gaining self-confidence and positivity in their lives, if you like, their own mental positivity through things that really don't seem to mean a lot to anybody, not even them, you know. The world, the media particularly, is hell-bent on telling us what we should and shouldn't be doing. And it seems to me that en masse, the general public are buying into it fully, which saddens me, because whilst we're all like this on our little machines watching what Kim Kardashian and Kanye West, or, you know, watching various YouTube videos that stem from hate and fear, and sharing them around the internet, and messages of worry and fear and lack of positivity around in the collective conscious that is the internet, I see a lot of fear coming out of that, a lot of people holding themselves back and making quick and rash judgments without any real knowledge about the things that they're judging. And I kind of bring it all back to the fact that we're so stressed. We're so blinkered in our lives. We're so kept in one place by the stresses that modern life poses on us, by the expense of everything, by the fact that we want so much all the time, and we want for everything, not just for ourselves. We want for our families, we want for our kids, we want for our friends, we want for ourselves, of course, but we're wanting for everything, and we're not bringing it back inward, which is something that I've recently learned the hard way, that actually happiness and lack of fear and the ability to go out into the world, make a change, make a difference, and bring all that stuff into your life that you want, is really all starts from in here, and being the best person that you can be. And without sounding kind of all holier than thou, which I'm very much not. I mean, for those of you who kind of still very close to me in my lives, you know, and for everybody else, you know, I'm very far from being perfect. I'm still trying to be a vegetarian 2 years on after making a pledge to myself that I would. But it's hard life sometimes, right? I mean, recently I came out of a very long period of depression. We moved over to Thailand. It was supposed to be the dream come true, you know, the grass is greener type thing. Sick of the weather in England, love my friends, love my family, but can this really be all it is? And my husband and I and our 3-year-old son at that time, Nathan, who's now 10, made the journey over to Thailand to start a better life. And I've got to be honest with you people, it has been fraught, for me, fraught from the word go with challenges. I have been challenged on so many levels, like challenged in terms of who I am as a person, challenged in terms of my beliefs, challenged in terms of my the way that I go out into the world, the way that I present myself. I've been told here, you know, you can't do that, you know, Thais wouldn't like it. I've told, you know, you must calm down, just be quiet, you know, don't say too much, you know, you lose face. Thais don't like it when you do that. And obviously, as a foreigner in a strange country, my main goal when I arrived here was just to fit in and find some friends, find some people who are like-minded, find some people who could not replace but stand by me as my friends in England have done all the years before me. And, God, it's been hard. I mean, it really has taken me so far down. Like, I can't tell you how many times that I felt like I just wanted to run home, that I just wanted to go back to what I know and love. And yet my stoic stubbornness and money and the reality of not wanting to crush my husband's dreams, because he's had a very different experience over here than I've had, has kept me here. And now looking back, I have to say I'm glad it did, because it meant that I couldn't run away from the negative experience that I've had over here, as well as the positives. I really want anyone who can relate to this, like not the whole, tire pressure thing, but the whole feeling that, life is not just about living a day-to-day routine, a mundane routine, that, you kind of go through the motions, what time you've got to do this, what time you've got to do that, you rustle up the same old thing for tea, and if you don't, you just order in from the same old takeaway. I really want anybody who can hear that and can resonate with that to get in touch with me, because I've begun to design a way of offering people throughout the world an experience here at Eden in Thailand, where Lee and I now live, to begin to embrace life, to grab life by the balls, to say, I'm here and I'm experiencing and I'm out there and I'm challenging myself, and I can live fully through that challenge and through that experience, and I can really, really feel life now. I can feel that I'm connected to the world as a whole. I can feel that I am this unique and amazing individual that has so much to give to the world. And maybe out of that, some amazing, amazing things are going to happen. We are experiencing so much turmoil and so much upset in the world right now. And when you look at it on a global scale, it really does seem to me to be about fear, and to be rooted in fear and control and our lack thereof it. And what seemed ironic to me when I kind of realised that was that if we all have control over our own lives, and we all feel in control of our own lives, then we don't have to accept this fear that's been projected on us. And we don't have to accept the modems of the media that are telling us that we need this to be successful. This is an accolade of success. This is what it means to have really achieved, people. I don't believe that. I don't believe that success is monetary necessarily. If you do, and you're earning shed loads of money, and you're feeling successful and you're out there, then hats off to you, absolutely. Everybody has a different idea of what success means. For me, success is being able to see joy in my kids' faces, being able to feel that joy myself, being able to go out into the world and experience it, to be able to breathe, to be able to draw the energy of the world in and hold it in and feel it and feel alive, and be able to hold my hands up and go, oh, whenever those moments hit me, and not feel ashamed and not feel, self-conscious, and not feel worried about doing that. I've been there. I've been the self-conscious one. I was there for very many years, actually. And I'm not going back there. I found it to be a very negative place. It did weird and crazy things in my mind. It did weird and crazy things to my marriage. I don't want it to take hold of me again, because that fear, as it turned out to be, was depression. And I realised that when I came out of that depression, that I'd let go of the essence of exactly who it is that I am. And that's also what my retreat is going to be about, is finding out the essence of you again, so that you can connect deeply with who you are and really begin to, again, shine the light, feel the vibration, raise your vibration, so that you can then go out and touch others, because that is the amazing thing about happiness. When you're happy, you can bring everybody around you up. I've kind of done this my entire life. I've always been like this kind of happily, bubbly person. So you can imagine when I got depressed, I was like, where am I? I'm in a strange, dark place. But you know, it's taught me so much. And sometimes you do have to go down. Sometimes you have to feel the worst to be able to experience the best. And the upside of coming out of my depression was that I felt alive again, and I reconnected completely with what feeling alive actually looks like to me. Now, it's different for everybody. We're all absolutely unique, and I embrace that difference in every single person that I see in the world. I'm not a racist person. I'm not a sexist person. I look at everybody equally, because everybody to me is just an expression of their own brilliance, their own uniqueness. And everybody brings something into my life that I can't give to myself, you know? Like, I get inspired from so many different avenues since bringing myself up again, and since feeling better about myself, and learning to reconnect with me, and be open and be my own self again. Be that person that I was as a kid before everybody told me, Kirst, you talk too much. Kirst, shh, you know, like, please be quiet. Like, just calm it down. And actually, you know, the way you express yourself is not really acceptable here. And the way you're dealing with that situation is not really acceptable in this position. And that's not something that I want anybody else that I know and love to be going through. And so that's why I'm asking for your help today. I want to know if that sort of retreat, that sort of program, because it can go long term, it can go short term, it can be based by the internet, it can be based on Skype calls, you know, it's kind of like mentoring, if you like, your own path to brilliance. I'll be the person that will stand there and hold your hand and go, yeah, you can do this, come on, no, I'm nervous too, it's going to freak us out, come on, let's go. But I will take that step with you, and I really want to do that. Like, I'm beginning to do that already. I'm teaching yoga over here in Thailand. It's the first job that I've had in my life that has made my heart sing. It's the first thing that I've felt like my intuition, the person that I am inside, is expressed through. Now, I've enjoyed a couple of jobs in my life. I'll be honest, I haven't enjoyed them all. I haven't ever had a glittering career. I've never really known what I wanted to do, you know, and now it seems like it was because I actually had to have all these life experiences to get to the point where I was like, oh, okay, so I'm good at this, and I'm good at that. Oh, lovely, okay, well, let's do that then. And as fluffy as that might sound, it's absolutely genuine, and it's absolutely from the heart. I've got a few groups on Facebook, and a few of you will be a part of them. And I love to just read through people's comments. A lot of them are struggles people are going through with their relationships, in their family, business, with their children, extended families. You know, we all live in a very confusing world. Everything's interlinked, everything's interchanged, nothing's as it was. We have all grown up, you know, my peers and I, and in fact all of you, we've all been growing up in this space that has changed so rapidly, especially in the last 20 years, you know, with the advent of the internet, 17, 18 years ago, whatever it was now. The world has changed, and it has changed rapidly. And I honestly think that a lot of us are still kind of going, you what? I mean, I know I am. Like, I haven't got a clue about the internet. My friend only just taught me how to upload to YouTube the other day, so you'll see that this video is actually quite a big thing for me. And I've started doing these visibility courses, this visibility mastermind course with a friend, mentor of myself, who sees me, God lover, for the vibrant, energetic, amazing person that I am. And I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed to say that I'm a good person. I try to be. I don't hurt people intentionally. I try not to hurt people, full stop. I try to be there for my friends. I'm very, very busy. I'm fully engaged mum. Like, I have 3 children now, and they take up a lot of my time, but I could not love them more. And being a mum and being a parent, which I know the majority of you can resonate with, has again been such a life-changing experience for me that it's taken me to the depths of below, but to these amazing highs where I just look at these little people and I'm like, oh, I just could not love you more. And I almost feel like crying, and it's like tears of joy, you know, and that's an amazing place to get to as well, where you can see the value of your work. And that's again really why this video is going out, and it's going out across Facebook. It's going out to all my friends, and I'd really encourage you to share as well, because I'm really up for putting myself out there and getting criticism, hopefully constructive, please. Let's keep this an area of, love and a safe space, so that I don't feel like I'm being victimised too much by people who just think, Jesus, she's a weirdo. If you've got to that point now, then just turn me off. Honestly, it's easier that way. But I really want to know, what sort of things would really challenge you, on a day-to-day basis as well. I've got this idea for my retreat, bringing people over to Thailand, taking them here, taking them there, doing this with them, doing that with them. The things that I have been like, that was hard. And then I've gone back and done it again and been like, oh, this is excellent. And it's given me this feeling of aliveness, these bubbles of energy rising up into me, all around my heart, all around my chest, all around my throat, so that I do want to sing, which is something that I also love to do, and something that I stopped doing when I was down. Opening up my throat, speaking my truth, singing my song was something that was very much let go by me and pushed down by the environment that I moved into. So I'm out of that now, and I am really keen and eager to hear the sort of challenges that you guys think, that you face on a daily basis that make your heart sing, that I might be able to help other people to see for themselves. I know for me, whenever I come home, I'm always a little bit saddened to see that everybody is running so fast in the UK. And then I had friends over from Australia a couple of weeks ago, and they were saying the exact same things in Australia. Now, when I travelled in Australia, like 20 years ago or something, showing my age, Australia was this laid-back place. Everything was cool. Sydney was a little bit manic, but I mean manic, I just mean 10 paces faster than, say, Perth, for example, in WA, which is notoriously relaxed. And so I really wanted to feel a little bit of connection with you guys and what you're experiencing on a day-to-day basis, and where you think you could help me develop my plan, my idea, my dream, because at the end of the day, the people that I want to be serving are you guys. I want to be out there for you guys, as well as anybody else that you can introduce to me that you feel might benefit from my help and my guidance. I want to tune everybody into their inner wisdom again. I don't feel like I have some strange knowledge. I just feel like I might have an idea of how to reconnect in with yourself, and bring your focus back in on you, so that you can begin to connect intuitively with the knowledge that we've all got inside. Ladies, when you have a baby, it takes over. As much as you might fear this and fear that, your body's having this baby, whether you like it or not. Yeah, you can take the drugs. Yeah, you can have a 50-hour labour that's from hell. But in the end, you get that baby out by hook or by crook, one way or the other. That child is coming out into the world at the exact moment that it's supposed to come out. And you have to be the one to go through that with them, so that you can understand and bond and feel that connection. And I kind of want to be that sort of mothering, birthing figure, if you like, for anybody that needs that anybody needs a hand to hold, that anybody needs to say, I'm really not happy in this stage of my life. I'd really like to move through this obstacle and through that obstacle. And I'd really like to be the person to help them do that. So if you've got any constructive criticisms of this video, the way I come across, anything like that, that's gratefully received. But I'm really looking for any ideas. I'm really looking for a little bit of stimuli. I'm really looking to hear back your thoughts on a grand scale. I've already bombarded my friends locally and on the phone and stuff about their ideas. And I'd really like to hear from you guys now as to what your ideas would be. Thank you in advance for any help that you can give me. I'm really, really grateful. I promise not to put too many of these crazy loopy videos out, but at the same time, I don't have a lot of time to be writing blogs and to be writing Facebook updates and statuses, So for me, this video modem, to be able to sit and talk for like 10, 15 minutes and try and connect with you guys and try and get my point across and hopefully feel a response from you afterwards, is just so amazing to me. It's a great modem for me. It's a way I feel I can express myself. It's a way I don't have to use too many exclamation marks or smiley faces to put my point across. I hope you gel, I really do, and I'm really, really looking forward to hearing back what you've got to say. Thank you so much in advance for anybody who comments, and please, get vocal, get on me, motivate me, because I tell you, I'm ready for it. Big love, big light out to everybody, and much love to you all. Bye.